Our next speaker is the chair of NCRW's Board of Directors, the former president of Mercy College. She sits on the board of the White House Project as well as the boards of several colleges and organizations in higher education. An economist, a consultant, a writer, she's committing to ending disparities in education and advancing women's leadership across sectors. She's a frequent guest speaker at conferences and regularly contributes articles and chapters to scholarly publications. Please join me in welcoming Lucy Lipovsky.
Natalie, thank you very much, and what a wonderful evening we're having. I want to thank all of you for being here. It's truly outstanding to have so many people supporting the National Council. I also want to thank again the NCRO board, which is very engaged in setting the agenda and is working very hard to move our agenda forward. The dinner committee, who've worked long and hard to make this dinner such a success, and the corporate council, who have steadfastly supported us and our dinner. Finally, I want to acknowledge all the former board chairs and board members who are here with us tonight. We appreciate their continued and long-standing support. The Council, in collaboration with its 120 member centers, works to challenge the status quo through action-oriented research. And tonight, we have representatives of many of our member centers here, and I would just like to ask them to stand so you can see how many different centers we have represented. Thank you. In addition, the Council cross-pollinates knowledge and influence on a regular basis by bringing together researchers, advocates, and leaders from business, government, education, and philanthropy to make the Council a powerful force for sustainable change for women and girls. Each year, the Council recognizes member centers that have made an especially valuable contribution to the fields of women's research, policy, and advocacy in the past year. In 2010, we recognized 4 outstanding centers for their work, and tonight I want to acknowledge our 2010 Member Center awardees. For advocacy, the NCRW Member Center Award went to the Women's Environment and Development Organization, or WEDO. WEDO's work highlights the critical role that women's leadership and advocacy play in sustainable development spheres. Their work resulted in the inclusion of a gender lens and gender-sensitive language in all the documents at the Global Climate Change Conference in Copenhagen. In the Diversity and Inclusion category, the Member Center Award went to the National Women's Studies Association for their deep commitment to building a multiracial, multi-ethnic organization and for reflecting their values in the women's studies programs in our colleges and universities. For outstanding achievement in research and scholarship, the Consortium on Race, Gender, and Ethnicity at the University of Maryland, College Park was recognized for its thoughtful work looking at the intersections of race, class, and gender, and applying this lens to understanding equality. And finally, the 2010 Emerging Center Award went to 2 relatively young centers. The first to the Gender Studies program at Boise State University for spearheading innovative research on violence against women with disabilities, which has been used for improving state policies in service. The other Emerging Center Award went to the Institute for Research on Women and Gender at Columbia University, which formed a partnership with 2 other institutes at Columbia and 1 at Barnard to found the Center for the Critical Analysis of Social Difference. The collaboration provides a new intellectual space for innovative thinking and serious conversation about the intersection of gender, sexuality, race, and ethnicity. These awards give you a sense of the broad array of subjects that our centers work on and the way they use their research to alter policy. We are very proud of all our member centers awardees for their groundbreaking work and for leading the way in research with real-world applications. Congratulations, and may I ask for a round of applause for these centers.